Damn.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north till the boys get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 by.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Little underneath ball to Clay. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Wide open receiver complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Turner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Tannehill. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
incomplete. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First and goal at the 9.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now 3rd down and 7.
18 Rattlers. Let's go now. Panther Street, 1918.
Here's Newton. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he's going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, you flip the guy, grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
In motion, the tight end Clay. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Hey. Hawk, go.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Ready?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go, Rig. Go. Ready.
Newton now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 biceps.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Blitz coming and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Benjamin with a catch. And he's going to be touched down here.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Turner. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have cut the lead back down to 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the
Panther
2-point
60,
conversion.
Panther 60. Cowboy 80. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, Panther. Ready.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Tannehill. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll try to do it himself. Going long here for Wallace. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. 62 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tannehill. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Newton. Benjamin's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Check smash, 60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18, Pioneer.
A final shot before the break. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80.
Newton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Newton. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Viking 18.
Back to throw, Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Landry now on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Tannehill.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Tannehill. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
19, Panthers 60.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Thomas. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 70 range.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
18 Cardinal.
In motion, the tight end Clay. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Ready. 19 Lock. 70 Lions.
Now Newton. Now he's going to step up and run. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On the play. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Here we go. 18,
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Set. Hut. Cup 19. Cup Buffalo 18.
To throw is Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
ready.
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Check. Ditch the Eagles. Ditch the Eagles. Ready.
Newton now to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Okay, ready? Come on, come on. Set. Put.
They give it off here to the tight end. They'll get a nice chunk there on a first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Ready, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
70 Lions! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Here's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Miller.
Number 26 is the ball carrier.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Tannehill. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Now it's Newton. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Newton to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A big play looming on third down. Newton. This one swung out to Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Able to complete to Moss. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's first and 10. Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Get it! 70 Lions!
Throwing is Newton. That's caught by Tolbert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Tolbert. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd down. Newton to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Newton. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Dolphins,